Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the final week in the Banlist Battlers League, the BBL. That may be the last time you hear me say that, but I've had a lot of fun this season. I hope you guys have enjoyed all the matches this season. I hope you guys are also checking out all the other coaches. The link, of course, to everybody's channel will be in the description of this video, as well as a link to a plethora of other information where you can find me if you only like the Draft League stuff or if you just want to keep up to date with me more. But we definitely have our work cut out for us this week. We are coming off of a very narrow win last week. And unfortunately, although the win was there, our chances for playoffs are nigh. But either way, this match does have some playoff contention. Depending on the result of this matchup will depend on some other coaches going in. So definitely stick around so you guys can see what is going on. And we have our work cut out for us. We're playing Oboe this week. He is a really cool dude, and just want to give him all the love in the world. Go subscribe to his channel. Brand new dad. I've got a soft spot in my heart for new dad. Am I still a new dad? I don't think I am. 2 years in. 2 years in, I don't think I qualify as a new dad anymore. Let me turn the brightness up here a little bit so I don't blend in with the background. But he definitely has a team. He definitely has a team of Pokemon, I might add. And you guys will see some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production if you guys just want to hop right on ahead of the battle. But I always recommend, of course, the team builder so you guys know what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. Always appreciate your time. Leave a like if you're excited. Subscribe for more Draft League content. You guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Groudon, Raging Bolt, Screamtail, Rillaboom, Roaring Moon, Skarmory, Volcanion, Conkeldurr, and Porygon 2. His one Terra captain is in the form of Raging Bolt, which is terrifying. Absolutely and utterly terrifying. I'm not looking forward to it. As far as the rest of his team goes, he only has one form of hazard removal in Conkeldurr, so I'm hopeful that we can kind of use that to our advantage. Roaring Moon, you know, obviously all the photosynthesis users in Roaring Moon, Screamtail, Raging Bolt can be problematic. Volcanion in the sun does not sound like a fun time. And then just P2 and Conkeldurr for like a Trick Room mode. So very, 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 very scary team. But as always, I have the 6 that I think I need in order to bring it on. First up, we are bringing our dedicated lead, Hit the Araquanid. He is rocking his Focus Sash with the Water Absorb ability. Sticky Web, Leech, Liquidation, Leech Life, and Mirror Coat. We have 72 EVs in HP, 156 in attack, 252 in defense, 28 in speed with an Impish Nature. We're bringing Water Absorb this week because I don't like Volcanion. I need a way to switch into those. I think 9 times out of 10 people expect Araquanid to be Water Bubble, so I'm hoping this can help out to some extent. But either way, this is a way to lead and get our Sticky Webs up for a lot of those faster mons. This is going to help us out with any like Choice Scarfers, any Photosynthesis boosted mons. It's going to get the speed drop, I believe, before the Photosynthesis kicks in. So if he's planning on some speed, he won't get that speed, which is always going to be good for us. Dual stab between Liquidation and Leech Life are doing some good damage across the board. And then for a fourth move, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to bring. I think that's going to be Mirror Coat, just for, like I said, special hits on the Volcanion, on the Screamtail, potentially P2, things along those lines. Next up, we are bringing what is likely going down is my MVP for the season, Boo the Clefable. He is rocking his leftovers with the Unaware ability. Calm Mind, Cosmic Power, Moonlight, and Hyper Voice. We have 252 EVs in HP, 252 in defense, 4 in special attack with a Bold Nature. Lots of heavy hitters, both on the physical side and the special side, so I'm hoping I can kind of force some switches and just go for a Cosmic Power first to start boosting both my defense and my special defense, then going for the Calm Minds to then boost my special attack as well. Hyper Voice may seem odd, but he does not have a ghost type on his side of the field, and the only resistance is Skarmory. And I don't know if Skarmory will show up. Like, it does act as a ground immunity, but he also has Rillaboom to maybe help out with the Garchomp, so I don't know if Skarmory will show up. But Hyper Voice hits the team neutral across the board, barring Skarmory, and I'm hoping that with enough boosts, even the Hyper Voice is still doing a good amount of damage. Leftover is great for the recovery, and Moonlight in the Sun actually doing a lot more recovery than I think he'd like us to have. So really like that set. Next up, we are bringing, you bring your Uber to an Uber's match, we are bringing Frieza the Deoxys. Frieza this week is running a set that I have wanted to run literally the entirety of the season. And that is a Power Herb Meteor Beam set. We have our Power Herb with the Pressure ability, Protect, Meteor Beam, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. 116 EVs in defense, 252 in special attack, 140 in speed with a Modest Nature. 140 in speed with a Modest Nature, we are outspeeding the entirety of Oboe's team, which is great. The Meteor Beam is going to get us that +1 special attack, and then Bolt Beam coverage is really, really solid across the board. I do have Protect to maybe take a little bit of the terrain recovery if Rillaboom decides to show up, maybe play some mind games with the Raging Bolt, install out some Thunderclaps if that may be the case, but either way, very looking forward to using this mod. It was just Meteor Beam, and I wanted to know what else I could get out of this this week. And that is the set. I'm hoping it does something because I've wanted to do it all 9 weeks, and there's no other week after this, so we're gonna do it. Next up, we are bringing Goku the Iron Hands, our Terra Captain for the week. He is holding his leftovers with the Quark Drive ability. We have Swords Dance, Protect, Drain Punch, and Heavy Slam. 208 EVs in attack, 48 in defense, 252 in special defense with an adamant nature. Really does a lot of damage at +2 overall. I mean, I think with 140 attack stat at +2, we're always going to be doing some good stuff. It was really hard to find a Terra type that kind of covered his whole team. If I went one Terra, he had some Mons. If I went another Terra, he had some other Mons. So, like, Terra Grass is going to help us out with, like, the ground moves from Groudon. It's going to help us really kind of overall with Rillaboom. Some Raging Bolt sets it can help us out with. Obviously, if he's running, like, some very hard-hitting, like, Draco Meteors and stuff like that. We don't really want to take those too much, but hopefully between the leftovers, what I expect to be a grassy terrain, and then our own Drain Punch, we can hang around long enough to deal some really good damage. Next up, we do have Vegeta, the Chi-Yu. He is not wearing his boots this week. We have the Eject Pack with the Beads of Ruin ability. Overheat, Ruination, Flamethrower, and Dark Pulse. We have 80 EVs in defense, 252 in special attack, 176 in speed with a timid nature. With this spread, we are outspeeding Groudon and below, so we are not outspeeding Screamtail or Roaring Moon, unfortunately, or any Scarfers that go above that 308 speed. Overheat Eject Pack, very fun tech. The Eject Pack will pop as our Overheat goes off and drops our stats. That way we can switch out and get a hit off. With Groudon's Sun, Overheat is going to be doing a lot of damage. Really, the only Mon that I could see taking that is, like, Roaring Moon if it's very bulky. Roaring Moon, Raging Bolt, and Volcanion are the only Mons that want to take that. So we can hopefully force some switches there early on. Ruination is great to break down some of the bulkier Mons that we can't really, like, deal with too well. So we can do some, like, 50% chip on things like Groudon and things like Screamtail, P2, some of those Mons that just have that overall bulk that might be a little bit harder to break. And then Flamethrower and Dark Pulse, good dual stab across the board in order to do some good damage. And last but not least, we are bringing Tien the Metagross. He is holding his leftovers with the Clear Body ability. We have Iron Defense, Body Press, Heavy Slam, and Protect. 96 EVs in HP, 88 in attack, 68 in defense, 252 in special defense, and 4 in speed with an impish nature. With this spread, we're not necessarily outspeeding anything. Like, if it is a 0-speed Volcanion, like, we do outspeed that. But we are running max special defense to help out a lot of those special attackers that are there. As we talked about earlier, there are no ghost types on his side of the field, so an Iron Defense Body Press set does go a long way. Heavy Slam is able to do some good damage on the Pokemon that it does good damage to, which is always a good thing. So Pokemon like Screamtail, for example, that's always going to be good. But with a boost in with an Iron Defense boost, we're able to get a lot of value out of that 130 base defense stat. And then, of course, Leftovers Protect for the recovery. Hope and attack advantage of some sort of a grassy terrain as well. But that is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys at the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with BBL Week 9, the last week in our regular season. You guys can see the 6 that I am bringing on screen. Leave a like, subscribe for more Draft League content, and I'll see you guys at Team Preview. All right, looking at the team, so you bring your Uber 2 and Ubers match, right? So he's got the Groudon, he's got Screamtail, Volcanion, Hyper Sun matchup. No grassy terrain, little unfortunate, but is what it is. Does bring the Conkeldurr, so I don't know if we'll be able to get the webs up like we want to and like keep them up, but I'll definitely give it a shot. He did confirm that his Raging Bolt is Terra Fairy, so I want to make sure that I keep that in the back of my mind here. What else do I like? No Skarmory means, in my opinion, Clefable has a good chance here to do some stuff. Deoxys looks like it goes nuts, which is always a fun thing. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, I feel like the Photosynthesis Mons have to be getting the speed boost because I don't see much in terms of speed control, so I have to imagine it's like Proto's speed on Moon and on Screamtail. Kind of where my head goes, but we'll see. We'll see exactly what he's got for us here. Battle of the dope profile pictures. All right. Leads off with Raging Bolt. Okay. Like, not the like, you know, that's definitely a lead there. I'll try to get Sticky Web up. If he's got the taunt, we can always Mirror Coat back whatever he wants to go for. Does have taunt. Okay, that's fine. I'll try to go for the mirror coat here. See if we can get some good damage off on this. Like Thunderbolt should be doing 1,000,000% to us. Like Volt Switch as well. So let's see. That was the anti-web lead. I'm with it. I love Raging Bolt. I want to use Raging Bolt in draft so bad. I think it's such a fun mon. At one point, I was talking with Elbow about trading for Raging Bolt, but it was sadly not. The trade did not go through, as you can see here. There's the Thunderbolt. Beautiful. Does not knock us out. Big mirror coat. Oh, let's go, Araquanid. Araquanid KO's Raging Bolt with mirror coat. Huge. Huge. Love that for us. Love that for us. I see no other opportunity for us to get webs up, but we did take down his Terror Captain, so I am absolutely on board with that. I think that was a fantastic turn of events there. Groudon does come out. Groudon does come out. I don't have much that wants to switch in. I'll just attempt to get a defense drop with Liquidation here. Goes for Heat Crash. All right, so we don't get much information off there. Other than that, right? I'm trying to think about, like, is this a good time for the Fable to come in? Because if we can get the Cosmic Power off, he'd have to get some very high rolls on us. Deoxys can maybe... I don't know. I don't think it's Deoxys' time to go. Let's see. Let's try Clefable. Clefable's here to kind of take some of these hits and go for it. So we saw Heat Crash. Heavy Slam could also be a play here. Heavy Slam does do a lot to us. So I might just try to Moonlight up and see if he's got the Heavy Slam too, because Groudon weighs 1 billion pounds. Those are the Heavy Slam. All right, does have the Heavy Slam. That does 73% to us, so he's definitely max attack adamant. Okay, and we get almost all the way back up. Would Chiyu take a Heavy Slam here? We would. We would. I'm going to try to go into Chiyu here. I want to keep this around. Do not go for the Precipice Blades, thank you. Those are Heavy Slam, okay. Yeah, 38%. Okay, max attack adamant. I'm just going to go for the Overheat. Get my eject pack. Get good damage off on this thing. If he's Assault Vest, this won't KO. But if he's Assault Vest, this would KO. Really, anything does not want to take this in the sun. I've only seen attacking moves from him, so very well could be. Withdraws. All right, good. So we're going to get some repositioning here. Goes down to Fall Canyon. That's fine. Until I miss my Overheat. That's not fun. I'm going to try to go for it again. Get some information here. It's like if it's a Scarf Volcanion set, you know? If it's Scarf Volcanion, it'll outpace us, obviously. All right, I do connect this time around. 4 times resisted in the sun with Beads of Ruin. 25%. Okay. Has a little bit of bulk on him. A little bit of bulk. I'm gonna go out in a Clefable here. There's the Fire Blast. Okay. Oh, just in the sun, that's just gonna raw me? Like that? So in the sun... Are you charcoal? Okay, so you are either... I'm gonna assume specs. I'm gonna assume specs here. And go for the Meteor Beam. Raw Fire Blast. All right, no, that did do about 26. Okay, never mind. So that did about 26. So he has no investment. He has max special attack specs. So the Meteor Beam set might pay off here for the Volcanion. Withdraws, okay. All right, so we'll get 48 to 57 off to max HP. Okay. I like that. Got a little leftovers there. I could try to... I did not see where it got the photosynthesis boost. It's not going to tell me in here. I was not paying attention to that. Because, like, I can go for another Meteor Beam here. Which I don't think is terrible. Because I won't be able to KO him with Thunderbolt or Ice Beam from this range anyways. Has Thunder Wave. Okay. Little unfortunate. Are you faster than me now? You would be faster than me now. You'd be faster than me now, right? I'd have to assume so. 111 base speed. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. There's the Meteor Beam. All right. So this should knock you out. Deoxys, KOs, Screamtail, this Meteor Beam. All right. We got some, you know, Deoxys, really, I wanted the Meteor Beam set to do something, and it did do something. That's what I went into the team builder with saying, is that I wanted it to do something. We still have... So the Fairy type is gone. Volcanion's going to hurt us a lot, is the issue with that. Roaring Moon is going to come out. Roaring Moon's probably just going to take me down. Oh, there is no sun. Oh, okay. So you're probably just going to take me down. I mean, I'm going to go for an Ice Beam just in case you, like, get greedy. Earthquake. Okay. All right, that's fine. Roaring Moon. KO's Deoxys. Earthquake. Okay. Let's go out into hands here. We can Terra. We can Terra, and I think just Drain Punch, honestly, is our best form of offense here. I think that's our best way to go about this. All right, withdraws. Okay. Was that not Conkelder? Okay. Let's see what you want to do. Drain Punch do about 38 to 45. That's about there. It's just going to be like a gut set. No guts. Okay. I'll protect. See what he wants to go for here. Not getting webs up with the Specs Volcanion around is a little scary for what it's worth. Just a little scary. As Poison Jab. Okay. So no guts. Well, at least not burnt. Does about 40 to 47. I'll try to go for a Swords Dance here. Goes for knockoff. Okay. Thought maybe Metagross would come in there. I respect it. Good play. We're still above where Poison Jab should be going for us at, so I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. All right, puts down to about 41%. We will get back a lot of that recovery. What does that bring us up to now? 291. So I need the Volcanion when it comes in to not hit a Fire Blast. That's what I need. If it has a Flamethrower, you got me. But I need you to not hit... Let's see what he locks into. Let's go for the Protect. We know your choice. I've got the Chi-Yu in the back. There's no hazards up right now. Let's see what you want to go for. You do have the Flamethrower. Okay. So now the question is, if I swap into Chi-Yu... So I know what you're going to go for now, and I have a switch into that. I have Chi-Yu... Where's Chi-Yu at? Chi-Yu's at 156. Flamethrower. I live the Flamethrower with Chi-Yu, and then I can get a big Dark Pulse, or I can get a big Ruination off on this. I am going to go for the Drain Punch here. Stays in. Okay, that's fine. I wanted to talk that one through because someone's going to be like, why did you do that? I have the Mon that could have switched into that, but it is okay. That's why I wanted to talk that one through. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we need to win the Battle of Accuracy against this thing. Okay. I think Dark Pulse is my best bet, honestly. I think it'd have to be, right? Or I double into Metagross right here. I'm going to try to double into Metagross here. I got to pull something off, right? Like, I almost think there's no way you let this thing go down. Yep, withdraws. Okay, cool. I'll go for a Body Press here and hope you're not banded. Because Roaring Moon's going to be faster than Chiyu. Chiyu's fast on the ground onto the Volcanion. I can get lucky with some Dark Pulses here. Dragon Dance. Okay. So you're not banded. But you are now in a good enough range to knock me out. I'll go for the Protect here. Is there a world where you don't have knockoff? Is there a world where you don't have knockoff and EQ is your only move to hit me? Can you be no attack? Can you be no attack, please? Ah, Roaring Moon. All right, I think that's going to be game. That is going to be game. I didn't think you Dragon Dance in front of me. If I would have got, let's see, if I would have got the Iron Defense up there instead. Oh, yeah, if I would have got the Iron Defense off instead, that would have been the better play. That would have been able to put down the Roaring Moon there. Darn, 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 darn. Is what it is. I'm just going to go for the Overheat. There's the Earthquake. Roaring Moon is going to pick up the KO, and unfortunately, that is going to be a 3-0 loss for the Detroit Steel Wings this week. Definitely great plays, great prep by my man Obo. Go check out his channel. Link will be in the description as always. And of course, I hope you guys have enjoyed this season of Draft League content in the Ubers League. I've had a lot of fun just playing a lot of these monsters. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. As always, I want to remind you guys to be great, do great, and I'll see you guys in the next draft. Later.